The Lord moved us to North Carolina after we were in Canada, and tonight I'm going to read about our little family in North Carolina. This blog post was posted on the 4th and the 3rd of May of 2019. I'm going to read the gifts that God gives and grace for each moment. A day of celebration of a life given. Many years ago, we traveled to the hospital to meet our firstborn son. His daddy was studying emergency medicine at that time, and my doctor allowed him to deliver our baby. I was not sure about that because he was not close enough for me to squeeze his hand when the pain became extreme. He was to be our largest baby of 4. He has a small indent on the back of his ear that I can remember thinking, this child, whose name means a firm foundation established by God, would one day be bigger and taller than me. I was so proud to be able to place a son in my beloved's arms. My mother-in-law, who had flown all the way from Idaho to North Carolina to be able to meet her grandson, would later write to my son how thrilled she had been to be able to see him for the first time. Life has flown so quickly, and today that little boy is truly taller than me. My oldest child has often reminded me of her daddy in personality, outgoing, loving friends and fellowship. My son, however, had always reminded me more of myself, more quiet and full of reflections. The Bible in James 1:17 and 18 tells us, every good gift and every perfect gift is from above, and cometh down from the Father of lights, with whom is no variableness nor shadow of turning. Of his own will begat he us with the word of truth, that we would be a kind of first fruits of his creatures. Grace for each moment. One day we were on our way to see a church member who was dying of cancer. My oldest child was 5 and my son was 3, and our baby daughter was 1. I fretted to the Lord, what if she scares my babies? The lady had skin cancer and half of her face was gone, eaten up with cancer. I explained to my children, we will not be staying long, and I want you to be on your best behavior. This sister is very sick and she just needs our love. We were at a new church and my children had not yet met this sister. When we walked through the door to visit the patient, all my fears melted away. When my 3-year-old son, EJ, walked over to her and laid his precious head in her arms, hugged her tightly. Tears filled her eyes at the love and comfort from her pastor's child, and tears filled my eyes at my child's ability to love a woman he had never met before, who was very scary looking. God has been faithful to me so many times in life. When my heart was tuned to do his will, he always met my need at that moment. He even used my children to love those who were sick and hurting.